Hey there, online students. This is Dr. Buer coming to you from my home office, aka the kitchen. I hope you're enjoying this Monday and the start of the 5th week of classes. So we are almost a third of the way done with the semester. My congratulations to the Broncos for winning the Super Bowl yesterday. I'm not a football fan, not really a sports guy, but I turned it on and was interested because obviously Peyton Manning, being an old guy like myself, did a great job. So very glad when an old man can succeed in a young man's game. So, but at any rate, hope you had fun with whatever Super Bowl parties you went to, whatever church events you had yesterday. And without further ado, let's dive into our material for the week. In NT104 this week, we're working on validation. And as I mentioned before, I think you'll like validation because it's in essence a logical argumentation. You're simply working through the evidence to solve a particular problem. But there are a few things that I want to point out to you, things that I think will help you as you're thinking about working on this paper. First and foremost, be sure to define the problem well. Note that what we're asking for is the referent of ta mesatoikon tu fragmu. We're not on the whole asking for the meaning of the terms or the grammatical issues. You will only address those issues as they impact that particular problem. So what we're trying to get you to do is to really focus on the nature of the problem that's in store. Now, there is some grammatical issues you'll have to address, but by and large, keep in mind we want you to focus on the referent of the phrase, not the meaning of the words in and of themselves. And so that's an important distinction to make. The second thing to note is that I do not want you to simply cite commentaries. You cannot simply say, Dr. Hohner supports this view. What you need to do is use the commentaries to find evidence for these particular problems, for and against the various views, etc. And so that means you need to read fairly widely. I would expect that you would use, at a minimum, all of the commentaries that are listed in the syllabus. Now, this creates a problem for you, I'm sure, for some who are in the online environment. You may only have access to one of those commentaries. So you need to give some careful consideration to using library resources around you or possibly purchasing those commentaries for further use in this class. And this really demonstrates the validation method. For a lot of our work, we have to rely upon scholars that have done previous work in this area, and we access that through their commentaries. And so to succeed in exegetical work, you actually need to have access to a fair amount of material. So please keep that in mind as you think about completing this particular problem. The other thing I would mention is you need to clearly show the different views and then evidence for and against each view. It will seem fairly pedantic, but the goal is for you to learn how to lay out evidence and how to assess it. And that requires that you clearly show the views that are on the table and then clearly show pro and con evidence for each of those views and then make a determination. If you have any questions as you're working through this, don't hesitate to contact me. I'll be very happy to dialogue with you and guide you through your specific questions as necessary. I hope that this video update is helpful for you. It's a good way for me to keep in touch with you and to keep you apprised of what's going on in the class. And so don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions that come up. On a tangential note, I want to remind those that are local to Dallas that we're having Logos training during the week of February 22nd to 26th. There's going to be training sessions on campus, readily available on Monday and then Tuesday and Thursday evening and then during the lunch hour during the week. So if you're local to campus, please plan on coming to those. If you're not local to campus, keep your eye out for various webinars. I'm trying to do those about once a month, covering just lots of different topics. And so we send out publicity on those at the appropriate time. So you can always check the DTS Logos training page, www.dts.edu/logos/training, and we keep that updated with all the current training events that are in the near future. So check that out and get some training so you can use this tool for your studies and profitably in your work. I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you online, and God bless you. Take care and have a great day.